Before we begin with the actual questions from the fans, we're going to have a quick fire round. So we're going to ask you just small questions, and you have to just answer right away, and then we move on to the next question. What's your favorite movie?
Forrest Gump.
What's your favorite TV show?
Better Call Saul.
What's your favorite book?
Oh, I have a couple. Attachment by Rainbow Rowell. Catcher in the Rye. I'm trying not to look stressed right now. I'm like trying to smile my way through it.
Favorite song?
Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
What's your favorite food?
Pasta, ice cream, even though it's not a food.
When you first started filming PLL, did you imagine that it would be such a huge success?
Oh, God, no. I think, in the entertainment industry, you kind of get used to, as an actor in particular, you kind of get used to, okay, this is the job. I'm going to go in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to leave, I'm going to move on to the next thing, because there's just so much rejection and things that you think are going to work out don't work out, and then things you're like, this doesn't have a shot in hell of working out, they turn into huge successes. So I didn't. One of the funny things, starting to get personal, but Janelle and I both have significant others who are not in the business, so it's really fun to kind of have that interaction with somebody who doesn't have the point of view of like, I just need to let this go and move on to the next thing. So it's like everything is like, oh, this could happen, and which is great. That's how how a normal real person would respond to things that are very exciting. But it's like you have to protect yourself as an actor, where it's like, I'm so tired of being disappointed that I'm just going to be like, no, it's not going to work out. I'm moving on. Bye.
If you could meet your character from PLN in real life, what advice would you give them?
That's a good one. I would tell Lucas to get a good therapist too, but probably things get better after high school.
Do you have a favorite quote from the show?
I'm not going to say the right line, but it was, somebody said something about Jenna, where it was like, she's blind, not deaf. That was a good one. There were some really good one-liner. I think Oliver Goldstick was probably responsible for a lot of those.
Who would you have liked as A, who wasn't A in the show?
Ella Montgomery, duh. What I thought was interesting was like, I feel like they were sort of auditioning people throughout the whole series. So they would like write one thing, and then either that like went really well when we filmed it, or they were like, that didn't work out how we thought it went, and they sort of went in that direction. I feel like I remember Marlene saying in an interview something like she was throwing things at Janelle like for the first like season or two to see. I could be making stuff up. I feel like I've read so many interviews, I can't remember who said what. But yeah.
What's a funny moment that you remember from being on the set?
I remember I thought this was funny. She didn't think it was funny at the time because she hated it. But Ashley, aka Hannah, in her hefty Hannah fat suit, I thought was hysterically funny. She did not enjoy that, but she would like walk around in between takes with it like halfway down and unzip. So it was like a bodysuit, like the entire body, and then you would kind of, it's sort of like a wetsuit. You know how you can like unzip a wetsuit and then just like it flops down and you're not wearing the top half of it? She would kind of walk around with like a t-shirt and then like this weird like fat suit thing, and then like the fat suit on underneath, and it was. I wish I had pictures. It was fun. It was hilarious.
What is your favorite episode on Pierre?
My personal favorite episode to film was the episode where I think it was in season 2 where they think the first time that they think Lucas is the first out of like 5 times knocked off the rowboat into the water. That was a lot of fun doing that episode. And the way that we filmed that scene was really interesting. So we filmed the boat scene in 2 parts. There's a fake lake on the back lot of Warner Brothers Studio where we shot the show, and so we did the wider shots where you could actually see the water in the boat on that lake. And then like 2 days later, we filmed the close-up shots of that scene inside in a soundstage, and they put the boat on like, you know, this thing that would rock back and forth to make it look like it was on the water, because they control the environment that way. So that was just a really cool thing as an actor to, you know, be involved with that process. I don't know. I also like the Christmas episode, just if we're talking about like episode.
How would you react if you found out your best friend is a?
So, like, curious about like how did you're clearly a genius. So like break it down for me. It's sort of like, I mean, that's what I would ask Mona too, is like, you're crazy, but like tell me what's going on up here, you know, because this is like amazing.